Good evening, folks. Play Dead, in partnership with Not a Buttface, presents a game by Arndt Jensen, Limbo. Press any key to start. Copyright 2010. Yes, this game is a decade or more old, depending on your perspective of time. And we play this lump of earth with two little worms at the top of the hill. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Oh, this must be, This is Limbo. That's the kid's name. Hey. What to say about Limbo? This is a game that really kicked off the renaissance of indie games that we've seen in the post-2010s, I guess. And yeah, it really did kick it off with like Summer of Arcade. It was like this and the Super Meat Boys and the whatnots. It is a, and I use this term very lightly here, puzzle platformer. There is not a lot of puzzling going on, not a lot of platforming going on, in my estimation. So, come on. No, I want to go this way. Haha. Whoop. Oh. 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 Whoopsie doodle. Welcome to Gruesome Death Simulator 2010. So, I had originally played this game back when it had come out in 2010, and then basically forgot all about it. Like, I can't say I looked fondly back on it. I thought it was, yeah, so don't jump in the water, catch the lip. You can actually fall a decent ways, turns out. I thought it was a quaint indie game of the time. Bonk. Do we get a nice pull-out title drop? No. And there's no way for me to get rid of this, like, a horrible static effect. I hope that the YouTube algorithm doesn't just chew this footage all to hell. Or to hell, my own processing. But this, to me, at the time, felt like the big brother to a bunch of Flash games that were out in and around that time. Some of which I have played on my channels. I'm thinking specifically about, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's the guy with the top hat that makes clones of himself. No, not that guy with the top hat who makes clones of himself. The Flash game one. There, now with a little bit more yups, I was able to get over that. There's nice, it's got a very strong visual style and some good, like, physics-based feeling animations, you know? I believe the term for it is IK. Look at that sharp grass with handles. Let's avoid the sharp grass with handles. Believe it or not, if you listen to some professional game design folks, that is what is considered a puzzle. As is jumping on this and realizing that, well, doesn't get rid of that. Oh! Physics still happened. You see what happens with sharp grass. I was going to be all snarky like, oh, I know what I'm doing here. I'm not going to die to these, but it had a little bit of momentum and flew into me because I wasn't immediately holding away. Hey, look. We have now enabled us to swim. Or not. Or not. Come on, let me get up there. Was I not high enough? I didn't think this would give me enough swing. Oh, yeah, okay, sure, that did. Again, it's a little physics-based, which means that some of the controlling is a bit janky. You gotta love a little controller jank. But yeah, welcome to puzzles. Ooh, boulders roll down. Would you figure? This game also has some... One, it wants to show off just how brutal you can have the deaths and have them feel incredibly brutal, I might add. I'm going to try and avoid as many deaths as possible. This is going to be a showing off every death in the game run. But it gets away with a lot because of the way the art style works. It's this minimalist looking game. So you use your imagination to fill in just how brutal it is. I mean, small kid getting his head taken off in a bear trap that is the size of his entire torso standing up. That's fairly brutal, but like you don't get a Quentin Tarantino level of like blood gushing from his neck stump, you know? It's fairly reserved. But by wanting to show off just how brutal the deaths can be in this indie game, because it's serious art where we let children die or something, they also do include a couple of gotchas. Like, I'm sure that rolling boulder got a couple of people the first time. And I want to grab onto you. Please and thank you. Or not. There's no run button. This ain't no Mario. This is a slow, incredibly slow walking simulator, basically. Just 2D. So I guess I lied earlier to a friend when I said I'd run out of walking simulators to play. Because I still had Limbo. You know what? I'll just say, shout out to Kartaal for reminding me that this game even existed, because I had completely forgotten it in my retrospective of indie games of the time. And it's odd that it wasn't, let's see, what do I do here? I got to push this, right? Yes. Come on. Jank the physics in there. Because I basically worked my way through what was featured in Indie Game the movie. Am I gonna make this? I better make this. Oh, fucking not quite. Okay. Rough jump. I say as I'm going to try and not do an all deaths run. There, that's a little bit farther. It didn't even need to grab the ledge there, we're good. But he was like, hey, I'm Danish and these guys are Danish who made this, so you should play the Danish indie game. I was like, oh, shit, yeah, actually, I should play Limbo, because I haven't thought about it in a decade. Ooh. I thought I could juke you out of here. I say this is not an all-death run as I immediately... you come twice. And that shaking... No, come on, one more. Almost. Shuffle a little bit further. Now, this game is also a like spider bully simulator, as far as I'm concerned. We are going to be just treating this spider the worst. It's also very large. And get zapped. Come on. Raise your little guy. We gotcha. Ooh. My thing didn't reset quite in time. Alright, you can run away. I realized that I just, like, walked over my, my bear trap. Or I guess it was a spider trap at this point. So yes, I remembered the spider. I remembered the spider in this game. What I did not remember is that the spider does get its revenge on me. Like, almost immediately. Now we wait for the cutscene to finish. This spider has wrapped up many bugs. Now you're all gentle with the wrapping, after it took off 2 of your legs. Asshole. Wiggle about. Come on, Limbo. Yeah, John Limbo now even controls worse, where we have to... Well, I guess you're less of a Limbo guy and more of a Pogo guy at this point. Uncle John Limbo. Scrooge McLimbo? Scrooge McLimbo. Oh! See? Just the worst at controlling. Would you believe that in my test play I did not die to that hole? There we go. We got us a good hop. This is why you should always record your test play instead of your real Let's Play, because your real Let's Play is going to be the one that you screw up. The test play is where you play perfectly, immaculately, in fact. Oops, and we don't want to get our noggin kabonged. There's actually a little bit of shit. Thought there'd be ground there. I forgot that there was a rolling log. Yeah, I completely blocked this out of my mind. Limbo Kid's horrible controls that already weren't great to begin with. Little Jimmy Limbo. I mean, I'd rather be Little Jimmy Limbo than Billy Tables any day. Man, that spider is pretty slow in the uptake that, like, I am running away. I don't want to be your food anymore. Oh, oops. Like, okay, slowly roll the boulder over again. This is what constitutes as gameplay, folks. Now, a better man than I would, or maybe a sneakier man? I don't know. You decide for yourself if this sounds like something better to do. Would just restart their Let's Play, seeing as they're only like 10 minutes in. But, no, I have some integrity left. I'm gonna let it, we'll let it play as it lies. I was worried you were gonna skewer me, so I did not. There we go. Yep. Okay, get the hell out. Whoop. And somehow we managed to get free of our horrible controls. Pick the dust out of your hair. Or not. Does that fall away eventually? Or fade away? Whoa! That is a doll. That is an obvious trap. Ah, and that's what knocks it off, is when we fall down there. So someone is showing me fake dead hanging kids, just real cheery subject material, I might add, and then putting bear trap ceiling, bear trap ceiling traps. I felt like there was too many traps in that sentence, but no, it was accurate. All right, let's break you. Get the hell out of there. There we go. I was expecting dominoes to happen. Jump over that one. Gotcha. We just got sticky bandited. Or Kevin McAllister? Yo, and you're gonna come back, aren't you? No? No. So why does Kevin McAllister have it out for me? That's what I want to know. Oh man, did you see that transition? Yeah, that's a level transition if I ever saw one. Or asset load transition. Or maybe it's here.